Hello Dollar General friends. In this video I'm going to show you a ton of visuals of items that will be going to 90% off starting Tuesday, October 29th. There are so many different categories dropping to 90% off this week. This is definitely going to be a very fun week to go to Dollar General because there's going to be so many different things to look for. And I think a lot of people will get lucky with these categories because some of this stuff has been around for a while, which can mean it's already sold out. But with a lot of Dollar Generals, that just means it's still sitting in random places and the employees aren't going to put signs on it that says it's for sale because they're not even going to realize what these categories are, because some of them is stuff that's been around for so long and it's so random. So I'm going to read off the categories and then talk about some of the places that I think you'll find this stuff. And I do want to mention, while it's showing all of these craft items, all of these are found on that display that I showed a picture of a minute ago. The pink display has all these beads and string and key rings. All these different craft things are on the same display, but the reason why I'm going to show you every item and every barcode from that display is because I think there's a good chance that you'll find these mixed in on the pegs of the regular craft section. Some stores, if they've sold a lot of stuff off this display, or if they just didn't want to leave this display out on the floor, they've combined it with the other craft items and just kind of hung it up in the pegs over there. So you might want to check where your store has the regular craft stuff and look where they've got stuff hanging up and see if you can find any of these mixed in. I think there's a good chance that a lot of people are going to get really lucky with some cheap beads that way. I know making beaded bracelets has become very popular again with kids. It's always been kind of popular. It's always been a thing kids do, but everyone's really into the bracelets now, especially with the whole Taylor Swift bracelet obsession that a lot of teenagers and preteens have. So I think these beads are going to be something everyone wants to find, and they're going to make great gifts and great donation items. So I did want to talk about that first. Now let me tell you all the categories of items you're going to be looking for. There is going to be spring stationery items, back to school stationery items, back to school hardware, aged party supplies, patriotic party supplies, 4th of July seasonal items. There is Valentine's Day and Mother's Day apparel to look for. Those are the clothes with the green stars that look like the stuff I showed at the very beginning of this video. I didn't put pictures of every size because that would just be the same clothing over and over again, but different sizes and barcodes. But basically, if you see those displays, the clothing with the green stars, make sure you scan it. There's a good chance it's going to be a part of this 90% off sale. Non-core sunscreen will be going on sale 90% off. Non-core summer insect items will be going 90% off. There's just a few bug sprays that you can look for that I've got pictures of in this video. The last category that's going to be 90% off that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about is the Purple Dot home items. They're also going to 90% off on October 29th. There are so many cute items in the Purple Dot stuff. I plan on putting them in their own video because I have so many visuals for that. This video has the visuals for all of the random categories that I talked about. So this is the stuff that's kind of harder to figure out. This is what's involved in the aged party supplies, which is something that doesn't sound like anything specific. So this is the stuff that's harder to figure out in this video. And I'll do the Purple Dot visuals in a different video because kind of obviously it's going to be the stuff that has purple dots on it. There are also a lot of categories that are going to be dropping to 70% off this week. There are 4 different NCI home goods categories that are dropping. I'm going to put those in a different visual video as well, since they're dropping to a different sales price than the items in this video. And I don't expect people to be too excited about looking for those at 70% off, but if it drops to 70, then at least you know pretty soon it's probably going to drop to 90, and then it's probably going to penny out, and we all know that's when everybody gets excited. Hopefully this stuff, since it's going 90% off on October 29th, there's a good chance that it's going to go to a penny next week. If not, maybe 2 weeks from now. But usually it stays 90% off for 1 week before it drops to a penny. So I'm definitely excited. There's a lot of great things on this list. I'm going to be looking for all of the paper plates at 90% off. They are a great deal. These coloring books are all really great items to pick up for shoe boxes and for donating for kids at Christmas. I do want to point out with these coloring books and these kids' workbooks, I showed pictures of the cardboard displays that these came in, but some stores, if they've sold a lot of these, will have taken them out of the displays and set them on a shelf usually. So you might find them mixed in on the seasonal aisle, but I also think there's a good chance of a lot of people finding all of these workbooks and all of the coloring books that are going to 90% off mixed in with the regular coloring books. So you're definitely going to want to go in your store to wherever they have the coloring books and the craft stuff and go through the shelves, because you're probably going to find some beads mixed in. You're going to find some coloring books, some workbooks. If you're looking for this stuff at 90% off, those are probably some great places you're going to find them. And when it goes to a penny, that's a place where you're going to find it, where employees are not going to think about pulling it off the shelf. So that's always great, knowing that there's things that are usually misplaced, so you've got a good chance of finding some of these deals. I'm not going to talk over the rest of this video because I don't feel like there's that much I can really say about it. I hope everybody finds lots of stuff for 90% off this week. I hope you find all the things you're looking for. Like I said, there's so many different categories. I will be putting out a separate video of the purple dot stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you out a ton. And until next time, bye.